There are 4 affairs that are from the affairs of jahilliyah that they don't leave. The affairs of jahilliyah are the affairs of kufr. The affairs of jahilliyah are the affairs of kufr. The Messenger says there are 4 affairs that are from the affairs of jahilliyah, meaning from the affairs of kufr, pre-Islamic ignorance, as they say in English. And that the people, they don't leave these affairs. Al-fakhru bil-ahsab, al-ta'nu fil-ansab, al-istisqa'u bin-nujum al-niyaha. The pride and arrogance upon their lineages, or belittling and criticizing other people's lineages, or seeking rainfall from the stars, or screaming and shouting upon the death of someone. These types of behaviors are from the behaviors of jahilliyah, from the behaviors of the kuffar, the behaviors of the kuffar in jahilliyah. But if a Muslim ended up doing one of these things, has he committed major kufr out of the fold of Islam? Of course not. That would not be the case. And rather it is the minor kufr once again that is being referenced here. And again, when you put it into the context of all the other evidences, you realize a person who, someone dies and they scream and they shout and they lose it, that doesn't mean they've committed kufr and they are now kafir. For having done that, it is clear when that is put in to the context of the religion. So the point here is that there are examples where a person may have characteristics in them that are characteristics of kufr, but it doesn't mean he's become a kafir. Same as the nifaq issue. A person may do things that are characteristics of the munafiqun. Lying, for example, betraying, breaking your trust, your promises, characteristics of the munafiqun, that kinds of behavior. A Muslim may do those behaviors, but that doesn't mean he's become a munafiq outside of the fold of Islam. And the same here, there are certain characteristics and actions that are of kufr, but they are not to the level that a person who does them has now become a kafir. And that's why it's very important to recognize, as the scholars mention, especially in books like Nawaqid al-Islam and in the issues of takfir, an action is one thing. The ruling upon the person to be that thing is another. An action of kufr is one thing, but the person who does it, for you to rule he is now a kafir is another thing. It requires a bit more detail. Just because someone has done an action of kufr does not mean he is a kafir immediately. It requires a little bit more understanding in these affairs. A person's done an action of nifaq, he lies. And the Messenger said that's an action of nifaq. Doesn't mean the person has become a munafiq in terms of having exited the fold of Islam. So with terms and definitions, these affairs are have to be looked at very carefully.